Guys, Heart of the Dragons here, and we're doing an updated canine, pure canine deck for you guys today. Next will be a Vanquisho canine, but I will have to take apart some of this deck to make it because I don't have that many canine cards. After that will be Shining Sarcophagus, and after that will be Dragon Ruler, and then after that will be Tempai. So let's get straight into this. I changed some of the ratios for cards in this deck, like Lupus and some hand traps around. So that's why I wanted to update it. Anyway, let's get started. We play 3 Canine Noroi. If your opponent has 2 more cards in your hand, you can split normal summon this card without tributing. You can use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 non-machine deck, but cannot special summon from the extra deck except canine monsters while you control that face of monster. You can send 1 face-up canine card you control to the graveyard and look at your opponent's hand. Then we play 3 Izuna. Basically the same first effect. If you control 2 more monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Or if your opponent controls 2 more monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. You can use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard during this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can summon 1 canine card from deck or graveyard, except this card. Then we play 3 Jokel. Some people like to play 2, but in pure, it's better to play 3 Jokel, 3 Lantern in my opinion, because there's not many other cards you can play. In Canine, though, I do play 2 too, because I didn't want to make it like a huge deck. Like, I'm thinking, like, my Canine Vanquisho deck will be like 43 or 46 cards. So, just stay tuned for that. Then we'll play 3 Canine Lantern. If the opponent has 2 more cards, oh wait, did I explain that effect? No, I didn't, sorry about that. Canine Jokel, has 2 more cards in. You can normal summon this card without tributing. Use each of the following effects of Canine Jokel once per turn. You can view this card and one of the level 5 monsters in your hand, split them both, but they cannot be used as material for an XYZ coming of the light monster. During your main phase, you can have 1 non-aqua canine monster from deck to your hand. Now, sorry about that, but now 3 Canine Lantern. If your opponent has 2 more cards in hand, you can normal summon this card without tributing. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can target 1 of 5 non-pyro monsters in your graveyard, special summon both it and this card, but they cannot be used as material for XYZ summon of light ones. During your main phase, you can add 1 canine spell and trap from deck to hand. Then now onto basically the kind of like non-engine except for the canine stuff. We play 3 Disc Blaster. Basically you can special summon this and then negates anything in the column it's special summon in. But you only can special summon if there's no cards within that column. And then we play 2 Lupus. An XYZ monster that has this card as material gains this effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. You can only use the following effect of this card once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. During your opponent's turn, you can quick effect immediately after effect flows XYZ summon using the cards you control. Then we do 1 Overlay Booster. If you control a monster with 2,000 more attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, or in defense position, you can only special summon Overlay Booster once per turn this way. If this card's in your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, then target 1 XYZ monster you control that has material and gains 5 from attack for each material on it. Now I believe it's onto the hand traps now. Yeah, we're onto hand traps. We play 3 Fulos. This you can get this pretty easily now, but I'm not sure how easily because there's 3 commons in the canine and not in canine in the legendary 5Z decks, but I don't know what their availability is because I pre-ordered mine. So these should be pretty easy to get in common, but I'm not sure. And what this does, if your opponent special summons a monster from deck or extra deck, you can discard this and then you can draw a card for each. 3 Ash. Stop deck effects. Well, stop adding cards from deck or hand, or special summon from deck, or send a card from deck to graveyard. 3 draw to stop adding from deck. And then 3 go spell for graveyard effects. And for the first effect, add a card from graveyard, hand, deck, or extra deck. Then we play 3 Case for Canine. Let me just clean this up a bit. It's a little messy. 3 Case for Canine. And when this card is activated, you can add 1 canine monster from your deck to hand. Monster you control gain a high 900 attack during any turn in which your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard. If this card is in the spell trap card zone and is destroyed by a card effect, you can set 1 canine quick play spell from your deck or graveyard. You only use the effect of this card once per turn. Then we play 3 Chaotic Elements. This is a relatively good card. It's common in Alliance Insight, I believe, so they're like 25 cents each. This is probably one of the cheapest cards in the deck, in my opinion. And 1 level 5 or higher level Dark Power or Aqua Monster from deck or graveyard to hand. Then if you have 3 or more Power and or Aqua Monsters in your graveyard, you can destroy 1 card on the field. If your opponent controls a light or dark Pyro or Aqua, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. Then we play 1 Canine Force Release. During the main phase, target 1 canine monster, XYZ monster you control, special from your extra deck. 1 canine XYZ monster with a different name by using that monster you control. This is treated as an XYZ summon transfer. Its material is to be summoned the monster. You can destroy 1 card your opponent controls at the end of the battle phase. If your canine monster battled this turn, you can set this card from the graveyard. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Then we play K9 LC to release Restraint. Target 1 K9 XYZ monster or 1 rank 5 XYZ monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck. 1 K9 XYZ monster with a different name. As an XYZ summons transfer its materials to the summon monster at the end of the battle phase in your K9 monster's battle this turn, you can set this card from the graveyard. Only use each effect of this card once per turn. Then we play 1 Talent, 1 Called By, and 1 K9 Use Special Release Experiment. Special summon 1 canine monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Then special summon 1 canine monster from an extra deck by using that monster as a material. This is treated as an XYZ summon. But destroy that special summon monster from the extra deck, but you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 canine quick play spell in your graveyard to set it. That's it for the main deck. Let's go into the extra deck. And I won't be doing combos in this video because that will come later or in a different video. I just want to get as many deck profiles out as I can because I haven't done many on the channel for a while. So I just want to, most combos will be coming at a later date, and plus I don't know how to work K9 very well yet, including the K9 Big Resource because I just got the cards. I built the deck, but I still need to learn it. Okay, we played 2 K9 17 Ripper. When you detach 1 material from this card, add 1 K9 card from deck to your hand. Then if your opponent activated a monster effect this turn, you can send 1 K9 quick play spell from your deck or graveyard. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard quick effect, detach 1 material from this card and negate the effect. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Then we played 1 K9 Jax. This is one of the new ones from Doom. If this card is XYZ summoned, or if your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand and graveyard, you can attach 1 material from this card, then target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. A K9 XYZ monster that has this card's material against this effect. During any turn in which your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, any advantage is double. Any balance average this card's effect to your opponent is doubled. Next we play 1 K9 00 Hound. Cannot be destroyed by battle or or your opponent's card effects. To turn this spell summon, each time your opponent activates a monster effect, this card gains 500 attack. When that effect resolves once per turn during the standby phase, you can attach one material from this card, target one card on the field, banish it. Then we play one Canine X Werewolf. While this card has no material, it can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials attached to it. When your opponent activates a card or effect, per effect, you can detach one material from this card, activate the effect on depending whose turn it is. Yours, banish up to one card from your opponent's field and grave. Opponents, look at your opponent's hand, banish one card from it face up until the end phase. One Nash Knight cannot be destroyed by battle with the number monster, is on the field during the main phase. Quick effect, you can attach two cards from this field, attach one XYZ monster from your actual deck, that card that has a number between 100 and 107 in its name. Then you can attach one other face-up monster on the field to this card. Then we do one XYZ Nash Knight. You can XYZ common using this card. You control transfers materials to this card, cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can attach one material from this card, special summon from your X deck, one number XYZ monster that has the number between 101 and 107 in its name. Using the face-up cards you control, it is treated as XYZ summon, transfer. And its materials to summon monsters but destroy it during your opponent's next end phase. Next we play one Chronomaly Vanima. Once per turn, quick effect, target one face-up monster on the field and one XYZ monster or Chronomaly monster in your graveyard. The number on the field, half the attack of the monster in the graveyard until the end of this turn. Then attach the monster from the graveyard. This card has material once per turn when your opponent activates a monster effect. Quick effect, attach detach two materials from the card and negate activation. One Volcanosaurus. Basically what this does is attach one material, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy that opponent's monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent's equal to destroy monster's original attack. Then we play Imperial Princess Quick Query. You can detach one material from this card, then target one level 5 monster in either graveyard, special summon to either field, and if the face-up level 5 monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field by opponent's card effect while you control this monster, add to your hand or special summon one level 5 monster from the deck. We play one Valley on the Sky Super Psy Blaster. Detach one material from this card, target one face-up monster opponent controls, change it to face-down position. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up card on the field, destroy it. Then we play one Nova, which gets you into Infinity for negate, one Typhon for banishment, and one SP. Well, that's it for the main deck, or the extra deck, sorry. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, and keep dueling everyone.